That doesn't seem to make sense to me. I didn't realize Butler was a big TV production school or what have you. Oh, no kidding. There you go. Right. All right. You good with pronunciations? You want to run through them? Or?
Yeah, let's look at them. What you got?
Jeremy Shepard, Caleb White, Kentrell Barkley.
What's it? Kentrell?
Kentrell Barkley, Dan Riak.
Kentrell Barkley.
Andre Washington, B.J. Tyson, Elijah Hughes, Michelle Nzigi, Raekwon Wilkins, Jabari Craig, Michael Perry, B.J. Taylor, Matt Williams, Tank Effiani, A.J. Davis, Taco Fall, Nick Banyard, Chad Brown, Nathan Lang, Georgia Mouin. Beauty.
Trell?
Okay, no, I didn't see that. So Hughes will start for him. Okay.
Elijah Hughes.
So so Shepard, White, Hughes, or Riak White. All right, so
Shepard.
So
White.
Second straight for disciplinary reasons.
Washington. Hughes. Who's the fourth? Who's the fifth? Shepard, White.
Riak. UCF, it's Taylor, Williams, Davis, Fall, Banyard. Same with it. I got some people in the house.
The colors are being presented by the ECU Air Force ROTC.
All right, Truck, let's have a good show, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's have a good show. What do you say?
Let's go, bud. I think it'll be a good game. Maybe low scoring, but it'll be a good game. He's the best guard in the gym.
I'm sure he's still got game.
Oh, there we go. Juice. 80%. It's good for now.
You're watching the American Athletic Conference on ESPN. We come to you today from Greenville, North Carolina, where the hometown East Carolina Pirates take on Orlando's UCF Knights. Kevin Brown, Paul Biancardi with you, and a couple of 7+ footers partner in a great big man matchup.
If you like block parties, this is your game. Taco Fall stands at 7'6" with an 8-foot, 4-inch wingspan. He's the tallest player in college basketball, and he's a force on the offensive end. Defensively, a game changer with his shot-breaking range. On the other side for East Carolina, Andre Washington. He leads the American in blocks. Face-up finesse center who has outstanding timing to block the shot, protect the rim. It's been a big difference for the Pirates this year.
Tallest player in their program's history at 7'1". Second tallest player by quite a bit on the floor tonight, but a terrific game on Wednesday in a big win for ECU, 78-64 over Temple. A conference season high in points. They feel like maybe their offense is starting to get going.
Well, they need their offense because their defense has been steady because of Washington. You see Taco Fall held to no points in the last contest. Andre Washington did a good job of getting into his body, and he's the only guy in the American who can really block a shot beside Amina Brima.
Washington at 7'1", the Wake Forest grad transfer who actually hosted Taco Fall on a recruiting visit. Competition will not be quite as friendly today.
Look at the massive length in the jump circle.
Mark Scheer's never looked shorter, our referee today. Isaac Barnett, Kyle Ingram, the other two officials. 7'1" against 7'6". Your picture not altered, folks. UCF 7-7 in conference play. ECU 4-9 playing for a pole position in the conference tournament. And a violation against Fall, and UCF will give the tip to East Carolina.
At 7'6" with an 8-foot, 4-inch wingspan, it's hard to time your jump to tap the ball.
You speak
So
from
that
experience.
happens a lot.
Yeah.
No, maybe coached guys. Nobody coached anybody that big before.
So Jeremy Shepard for East Carolina, the freshman point guard. Pirates' best player, Kentrell Barkley, is not starting for the second straight game, disciplinary reasons. Did play 32 minutes off the bench on Wednesday, so he should get some run. And ECU starts with a 3 from the red-hot freshman point guard out of Richmond, Jeremy Shepard.
Jeremy Shepard is an assist maker, but he absolutely has the ability to knock down open threes. He leads all freshmen in assists in the American at 3 per game.
These two teams are two of the best field goal percentage defenses in the country. UCF is first at 35.6%. East Carolina just a little bit worse at 37%. And of course, each team hits its first shot. Nick Banyard for the Knights.
Going to see a lot of ball screens and rolls for UCF because they have Taco Fall cleaning up the glass. If you leave Taco Fall, he's going to get the offensive rebound. If you stay connected to him, you're going to get a straight line drive.
Fall right now looking for position on Washington. Leads to A.J. Davis a 3, and that's short. UCF, couple of terrific shooters in Taylor and Matt Williams. East Carolina may be content to let Davis get that shot. On the other end, it is Elijah Hughes, the freshman, and the first 5 points come from first-year players for the Pirates.
How about that dime by Jeremy Shepard, one in the white. Talked about him leading the American in assist. That was off the dribble. Beautiful pass.
Most of any freshman, 3.3 per game. Here's Banyard, the transfer from New Mexico and Illinois State. First touch for Fall, who did not move, and Washington alters his shot, picks up the loose change.
Well, Washington altered it just enough and kept his body on him where Fall couldn't just dunk it. He wanted to dunk it. He tried to dunk it. Just that little bump without causing a foul can make a big difference.
When you're 7'6", you don't get that kind of coverage normally. Washington at 7'1", going toe-to-toe with Fall. Shepard eschews the screen. Washington in between 3, fights for the rebound, got knocked down, but no call. Taylor and the Knights to push the pace. B.J. Taylor, UCF's leading scorer at just under 17 points per game, and the redshirt sophomore is fouled.
B.J. Taylor, one in the black. He loves to attack the rim. Last 5 games, he's attempted 8.5 free throws per game, but he only shoots it at 62%.
Taylor, who missed all of last season with a foot injury, missed 7 games this year with a thumb. You see the tape on his right hand, and he misses the first. Knights coached by Johnny Dawkins. 8 years at Stanford, longtime assistant and National Player of the Year at Duke in his first year in Orlando. And really the folks here feel like this team is ahead of schedule. They're only playing today with 7 scholarship players, and one of those, Tank Affiani, has knee tendonitis, missed the last game, though he is available today. But with a lot of players that departed the program, whether to graduation or transfers, for UCF to be at 16 and 10, even in conference, been awfully impressive. Washington, a one-hand dunk, his first 2.
That offensive possession was impressive for East Carolina. They worked on that today in shoot-around, going to the elbow and back-cutting against Taco Fall.
In the bottom 10 of the country in points per game, only shoot over 39% by a hair. But a good start for ECU on that side of the ball. Here's Williams, one of the best 3-point shooters in the country, off to Banyard. Banyard hits from deep. What a key he is. He was 4 for 4 from deep last game.
In his last 9 threes, he's made 7. So right now, he's 8 for 10 on his last 10 threes. He is hot. They got to find him.
So key to have that third scorer. Banyard 18 and 9 Tuesday in a blowout home win over Tulsa.
Look at 24 in the black, Taco Fall. He never leaves the paint defensively, even if his man goes to set a ball screen. He's playing a one-man zone.
Taylor in the corner. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It will stay with UCF. Look at Andre Washington and Taco Fall. Andre Washington at 7'1". Fall at 7'6", one of the 40 tallest people in the world. And he will lead the game right now for Chad Brown. Maybe just a rest before the media timeout.
That's exactly what it is. And Taco Fall's in so much better shape than a year ago. At 7'6", about 290. Wears it well.
18 minutes per game last year, up to 26 this season. Saw a jumper from Matt Williams to put UCF in the lead. Here's Caleb White.
See, anytime Taco falls out of the game, if I'm East Carolina, I'm looking to drive to the rim.
It'll be UCF ball when we return with a 1-point lead for the Knights. Looking for a sweep in this season series. Are we going on camera here? Okay.
Good dive by Jeremy Shepard. Elbow Hughes.
All good so far. You need more or less from me? Anything different?
No, great.
All right.
Get the words out of my mouth and I'll be fine. So what are we talking, offense? Yes. Those are two beautiful plays. The key for Jeremy Shepard on that was the penetration. Once you get into the paint, you freeze the defense, boom, drop it down. And they got that ball to the left elbow. As Mike Cousins would say, gotta have volume.
Gotta have volume.
Volume, you know, volume. You need volume on your hanky.
I see. That's good. I got no volume. Put these Post-its in here. What do you think? Back here to East Carolina University, Greenville, North Carolina, with a 1-point lead for the UCF Knights. And we welcome you here courtside. Kevin Brown, Paul Biancardi. 351 teams in Division I. These two are in the top 7 in field goal percentage defense. Why have the offenses then been so successful in the first few minutes?
Because they're getting the ball into the paint. They're playing inside out. And once you get the ball into the paint, it freezes the defense. Look at Jeremy Shepard off the bounce. A beautiful one-hand dime. He freezes Taco Fall. Beautiful back cut. And against the zone, they feed it to the elbow. They worked on this today, East Carolina, in the shoot-around. It's a high-low action. Hughes to Washington. It catches Taco Fall in no man's land, and you get up to the rim quick.
Well, Fall will stay on the bench. Checked out right before the under-16, but it will be a more extended rest. Chad Brown stays in for UCF. Starting 5 still on the floor for East Carolina. Yet to see their best all-around player, Kentrell Barkley, not starting for disciplinary reasons. Well, we should see him soon. Brown, no chance against Washington, his first smother.
Barkley is key for them because he's so strong, he's so physical. Last game against Temple, he had 19 points, 13 rebounds. He is a big-time contributor to the Pirates.
And if we're talking about Barkley for the first time you've heard of him, you might be surprised to find out he's only 6'5", but the best rebounder in conference games in the American. Shepard using his terrific speed, and that one's off A.J. Davis to shoot for the Pirates.
It's a tough spot here in the corner. With 4 seconds, you have plenty of time to get a couple of dribbles off, but you got to get this ball in bounds.
Thrown away from Hughes. It's taken by Banyard for UCF, and Banyard goes up over Rhea.
That was my fear. When you're in the corner tight, you have to be exact with your cuts and your screens. The court is at a different angle. One guy's throwing it, the other guy's not looking for it. That's how you turn the ball over.
Already 7 for Nick Banyard. Season average is 5.4. We played 5 minutes, 2 seconds. And Banyard leaves it short. He will stay at 7 just a few days after a career-high 18 in a 18-point win over Tulsa.
See that 3-2 zone right now by UCF without Taco Fall in the game. Fits their personnel.
Washington goes to work on Chad Brown. Pretty little right hand hook.
Chad Brown giving up about 6 or 7 inches against Andre Washington. Washington doesn't like contact and bumps. He prefers the face-up game. But you can see a soft touch for a 7-footer.
Here's Taylor around the hard hedge from Riak. Fifth-year player Williams off to Banyard. 3 for 3 to start. Davis left alone. Now on the drive, Davis does not finish. Not a great three-point shooter, Davis. And he's someone that East Carolina has left open a couple of times.
Now without Taco Fall in the game, as I said before, any opportunity to drive it and go rim for East Carolina, do it.
Hughes, wrap around Washington. Right on cue.
But when the shot blocker's not in the game, the rim looks a lot bigger. There's more space in the paint.
6 points for Washington. East Carolina back at front. And Taylor's being hounded by Shepard, who picks up his second early foul. Jeremy Shepard, who really has stepped into the point guard role with an injury to B.J. Tyson, who will now check in. Shepard has played so well, but he will have to take an early seat. It's a pretty good guy to have off the bench, so Tyson, who missed 7 games with a leg injury. Second leading scorer at 11.4 per game. All-conference rookie team a couple of years ago.
Jeremy Shepard keeps the offense flowing for East Carolina. He thinks pass first, score second, gets his teammates involved, and he makes his team better.
Just saw Michael Perry, Jeff Lebo still out due to hip surgery. Michael Perry, 10th season as an assistant. His tenure actually predates Lebo's. Good to see Jeff, though, at practice today. He's been at practice quite a bit over the last few weeks, watching film with the team.
He looked great today. Terrific spirits.
Well on the road to recovery. He traveled against Banyard, who looks like he got his knee banged up.
Tell you what, ECU, we talk about UCF's defense, and it's outstanding. But East Carolina does a great job of bodying up. That means putting their body on your body without committing the foul. And that's taught and drilled in practice every day by Jeff Lebo and the staff.
Banyard is out of the game. Tank Effiani is in. Taco Fall, by the way, has returned. Second meeting of the year between these two, and UCF won a slugfest. 48-45 back on January the 3rd. I think it was nice, by the way, for Jeff to come here and talk to you. You two got to have a nice little hip surgery conversation.
Yeah, we're kind of joined at the hip, if you know what I mean.
Boy. That's batting practice right there, folks.
You're looking good, though, I have to say.
I'm ahead of Jeff
Clearly
on the schedule,
done you
but
well.
I'll tell you what, when you talk about basketball players in the day, Jeff Lebo as good as it gets for North Carolina.
Washington saves it. Taco Fall picks it up. Washington is still down. UCF tries to take advantage. Davis will take that shot and misfires again. Here's B.J. Tyson, the junior. Tyson to the rack. That is his first basket and 1,100 career points in 3 Pirate years.
You take a look at those offensive possessions. UCF, a quick corner 3, they miss. The Pirates with the push and the layup. When you shoot quick 3s and they miss, they're long rebounds and a chance for runouts.
ECU 12-14, but 11-4 here at home. Effiani with a 3-pointer to tie the game. The senior at a JUCO transfer from Daytona State.
A good ball movement by UCF. They moved it around the perimeter, made the defense move, had a chance to knock it down.
Foul underneath will send us to another break. Looks like about another close one between UCF and ECU. 13-13 early. Another superlative Saturday of college hoops tonight on ESPN at 6 Eastern. Good one in the SEC. Number 13, Kentucky and Georgia. Then in the Dean Smith Center in Chapel Hill, College Game Day. 100th edition of College Game Day today. They're down at UNC with the Heels and Who's play in the top 15 matchup at 8:15. Both games streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN.
That Kentucky-Georgia game, two of the best post players in the country. Bam Adebayo, Yante Maton for Georgia. Love to watch that matchup. And how about Virginia, UNC? UNC so good in the paint, transition, post offense.
Remember that first Kentucky-Georgia game went into overtime. Malik Monk had to hit a late jumper just to send it there, and the Wildcats survived.
That's going to be a tough game for Kentucky. J.J. Frazier on the outside, Yante Maton on the inside for Georgia.
Cats in search of a fourth straight win. Nathan Lang in the game, 51 for UCF to play a little point guard, give Taylor a breather. On Tuesday against Tulsa, Taylor, Matt Williams, Davis, and Banyard all played 38 or 39 minutes. Ball thrown away here, and then Tyson gives it right back.
Great weak side help by East Carolina on the anticipation, but they gave it right back.
Lang, the walk-on transfer from Jacksonville State, slows him down. Matt Williams is grabbed out high by Elijah Hughes. Only 7 scholarship players available for UCF. A team with some terrific top-end talent, but at a sophomore guard, Chance McSpadden tears ACL. Cesar DeJesus, a freshman guard they were counting on, has been ineligible all year because of some NCAA issues. And they have 4 transfers on the roster, but they won't play until next year. So it could be a wealth of talent next year. For now, it is a dearth of depth, but a nice job for the available Knights. Davis again. He's 0 for 3 from 3. And the ball saved by Hughes.
Davis just 25% from 3 this year. He's taken a couple of them this first couple of minutes. I think he's got to try to get closer to the rim.
That seemed by design to you for East Carolina's defense to let him have that shot?
Yeah, there's that old adage. There's a reason why you're open.
Right. Hughes throws it away. Another East Carolina turnover. That's 5.
You see when Davis has the ball, it's not a hard closeout. It's a half a closeout. At 25%, you can live with him shooting that shot. Taco Fall's got to get some more touches in the offense.
Davis will check out for Banyard. Fall has 1 shot. That's it so far.
And the last pass into Fall, it has to be high. You have to throw it up where only he can catch it. He'll catch it high. He'll keep it high.
Washington is out right now. It's Jabari Craig at 6'10", JUCO transfer on Fall. Offensive rebound, Banyard. What a game he's had to start. Williams slips. Kept it alive, though. And Caleb White with a little pickpocket knocks it out of bounds. 21 to shoot, and B.J. Taylor will check back in. Still no sign of Barkley for East Carolina. Raekwon Wilkins checks in. That's 9 Pirates who've entered the game. Barkley, we're told, would not start for disciplinary reasons. Still sitting. Banyard going to work in the post. Taylor with 5, a deep 3. And Fall is there to Sky for the rebound. Williams.
You gotta keep your body on Fall. If you give him any space, he will easily get the offensive rebound.
Wilkins cannot answer, and Williams with a rebound in transition. Epiani to the tin and scores. Tank Epiani hits the deck after rolling it in. And East Carolina's Michael Perry wants a timeout. Quick surge for UCF and a 5-point lead for the Knights.
You look at the defense for UCF, they're #1 in the nation in field goal percentage defense. That turns into 2 paint points in conversion. Under Johnny Dawkins, this defense has been extremely impressive. They're 5th nationally in points allowed at 61, and they lead the American Conference in 3-point field goal percentage defense. It's nice when you have a 7'6" guy in the middle with an 8-foot 4-inch wingspan. Oh, and by the way, a 10-foot 5-inch standing reach.
Grabs about 1/3 of the net when he's bending his elbows, just standing up. He's out of the game now, and Nzigi missed a bunny, but it's touched by Davis. Chad Brown is playing the 5 right now for UCF. Another breather for Taco Fall.
Each time Taco Fall steps out of the game for UCF, you see the Pirates of East Carolina trying to go inside, touch the paint with the dribble or the post-up.
Wilkins will do just that. Jabari Craig. Well defended by Brown, and back out to Tyson. Tyson the floater. And a foul on the floor. Now that's the type of shot by Tyson, even if it doesn't go in, you're going to think twice about if there's a 10'5" standing reach waiting underneath.
No, you're only going to think once.
Okay.
And you're not going to do it. Okay, because if Taco Fall's in the game, what Taco Fall does is he makes the offensive player think. And when you think and you're trying to play at the same time, it's a difficult thing to do. If you're not sure when to shoot it, when to release it, indecision will cause a turnover.
Washington is back in. So advantage East Carolina in the height department. These two of the tallest teams in the nation. UCF tied for the tallest roster. ECU 6th. White way off the mark on a 3-point try. He has yet to score. Matt Williams. Contested pull-up. Brown flies in and commits it over the back foul. First on Chad Brown.
Chad Brown, undersized forward, played his summer basketball for Florida. Elite, active, aggressive. Gives them the depth that they need in the front court. Can play a little 3, can play a little 4. As you mentioned, they are down bodies and scholarship players.
Chance McSpadden, who is recovering from a torn ACL and currently wearing a brace on his knee, was essentially a full participant in practice today, and he had to be for UCF to have 10 guys. 7 scholarship players, a couple of walk-ons that contribute as well, including Lang in the game right now. And Ziggy with a save over the head. Little pinball wizardry finds its way to Taylor.
Great hustle by Ziggy. And a good shot by ECU. Good ball movement, just missed it.
Taylor guarded by Hughes. Inside Davis.
Look at the movement on the post feed.
Davis going up lefty over Washington. Brown's second chance left short.
Tell you what, these two teams are so well coached. Johnny Dawkins, Jeff Lebo. You see ball movement, You see player movement, you see screening. They've each struggled to shoot it a little bit this year.
Hughes. And an offensive foul against Elijah Hughes. His second. Pirates piling up fouls early on.
Taco Fall is a difference maker on the defensive end. He just stays in the paint and protects the paint. He forces turnovers. Yes, he blocks shots and he changes shots. And on the offensive end, with a little bit of space, he gets second chance points, opportunities for his team. He stands at 7'6" with an 8'4" wingspan. He's a game changer on the defensive end. And Johnny Dawkins told us today at shoot-around, it's not so much the shots that he blocks, it's the ones that he changes. For every block shot, he probably changes 2 to 3.
That foul before the break, by the way, was charged to Chad Brown of UCF, his second. So Hughes to the line for 2 shots. And Elijah Hughes has the first East Carolina point in nearly 5.5 minutes.
This is a good-looking freshman for East Carolina. Great body, good skill level, and an excellent feel for the game. You don't see that with a lot of freshmen.
6'6", 220 from Beacon, New York, and he missed a month, too, with a stress fracture in his foot. Some pressure now from East Carolina. Williams over the top to Banyard. And the Knights do a nice job to break the pressure.
You know, East Carolina was down 17 at UCF. They pressed UCF in those last 5 or 6 minutes, down 17. And UCF turned it over, had some mistakes, got East Carolina back into the game where they had a chance to tie it up at the buzzer.
They had 20 turnovers in the game, only 3 so far today. How about Taylor high off the window with Washington looming? First field goal for B.J. Taylor, the Knights' leading scorer. Washington now trying to post up Fall. Passed out of the double. Shepard too strong.
Great double by UCF. Good throw up by Washington.
Williams on the handoff. Davis delivers.
And Andre Washington, 7-1. You got to challenge that at the rim. Big fella was watching.
Still have not seen Kentrell Barkley, the leading scorer and rebounder for East Carolina, who did not start for the second straight game due to disciplinary reasons. But on Wednesday, he came off the bench, played 32 minutes. Not going to be the case today. Banyard, contact from Ziggy, tries to feed Fall, and Taco is whistled for 3-second violation.
You only get 3 seconds to stay in the lane. You can go out and come back in as much as you want. The count starts over again, but you cannot plant yourself offensively in the paint for 3 seconds.
Shouldn't you get an extra second if you're 7'6"?
They should take away seconds at that size. He should only get 2 seconds. The tallest man in college basketball, Taco Fall, 24 in the black.
7 feet 6 inches and much improved this year. His second at UCF. Fall cutting off the baseline. Hughes on the drive, hands it off beautifully to Inzighi, just beat the timer.
Best offensive possession of the afternoon for the Pirates. The drive baseline, the kick out, drive it again, make the shot blocker commit, dump it down.
Williams. ECU catches a break there. It's a young man who's 9 3-pointers away from the school record.
See Taco Fall, 24 in the black. He just stays in the paint. Even when Andre Washington goes out to set a ball screen, he stays at home.
And Washington's been a little mobile. And Ziggy for 3. And Ziggy delivers his second 3-pointer of the season.
Well, Jeff Lebo told us today the rim is a little bit bigger at home than it is on the road.
7-0 run for the Pirates, and Washington denies Taylor.
Andre Washington, he leads the American Conference in blocks at 3.4 per game. He comes from the weak side. And the staff talked about the timing today, and you see Washington just wait on that. He jumps second, waits for the offensive player to release the ball. That's what makes him a special shot blocker.
3 blocks for East Carolina so far. Taylor, rebound, and Ziggy.
Well diagrammed play by Johnny Dawkins.
Good hands by Davis on the other end, trying to outrun Washington, and he will. A.J. Davis, the son of Antonio Davis, the Tennessee transfer, with an emphatic 2. Hughes pass deflected and grabbed by Fall.
And that's the turnover effect that Taco Fall has on opponents.
Wait for Taco to get down the floor. Fall posting Washington. Here he is. Nice pass, Taco, and Banyard is fouled. I guess you have some good vision. You can see over the top when you're 7'6".
Well, for UCF, it's all about the defense. And A.J. Davis gets in the passing lane. The push. UCF up 2.
Ten combined national championships, 4 Hall of Fame coaches, 2 games, 1 night. Krzyzewski versus Boeheim. Patino versus Williams. This is going to be a blockbuster. 10 combined national championships, 4 Hall of Fame coaches, 2 games, 1 night. Krzyzewski versus Boeheim. Patino versus Williams. This is going to be a blockbuster. 'Cause we gonna blow your mind.
One of the best seasons that you'll ever see in the ACC, and that's one of the best nights, folks, that you're going to see this year. How about that Sonic blockbuster night coming up in a few days? Duke Q's Louisville UNC, and a great one tonight, too, with the Heels hosting Virginia tonight at 8:15.
That's going to be a great game tonight. Virginia has to control the tempo against North Carolina, who plays so well in the open floor, and they just dominate the paint. Virginia, a good shooting team. They haven't shot the ball well lately. They have to make some outside shots, but they can't rely on the jumper if they're going to beat North Carolina. They're going to have to get near the paint and score.
Brutal stretch for UVA. Double overtime loss to Virginia Tech, lost to Duke. No rest for the weary.
When you lose 2 in a row at this time of the year, you're coaching confidence, Kevin, as much as you're coaching X's and O's. And Tony Bennett, one of the best in the country when it comes to confidence, offense, defense, practice. He's the whole package.
1 for 2 for Nick Banyard, and UCF the 3-point lead. Taco Fall 7-6, Andre Washington 7-1. Both in the game for the Knights and Pirates respectively. Washington with 6 points, 3 blocks. Fall with only 1 shot that has not gone in, but a couple of nice passes.
East Carolina in their active zone. It's a 2-2-1. Looks like a 3-2, but the wings are up high.
Hughes found some space, missed the long 2. There's Washington guarding Falls. Davis spins around and travels. What you see East Carolina doing on this end, though, and we saw it at shooter, and they're trying to push Fall to the backside away from the ball.
Well, 2 things they're trying to do. They're not letting him catch the ball deep in the paint, and when he catches it, they are sending another defender down to take away his space. A lot of coaches call it digging it out, doubling. They call it choking.
Caleb White yet to score for East Carolina. Terrific feed for Shepard, but we have a whistle before the shot.
I think he stepped out of bounds.
Shepard was on the baseline. A turnover for East Carolina. That's 8 turnovers against ECU. Taylor gets a step. Taylor over Washington. Fall with a second chance. Slam! Thunder his first basket for Taco Fall, and a turnover for the Pirates on the other side.
And this is the dilemma you have when you play against Taco Fall. There's a dribble handoff. You see 31 in the white. If you come off, you have to block that shot. If you don't, this is what's going to happen. Taco Fall is going to flush it. So that's the decision you have to make as a defender. If you come off, you better block it. Sometimes it's best, Kevin, to stay locked in a fall, and sometimes just see what happens at the rim.
Banyard inside. Left it short, and Washington hustles for the rebound.
And that time they got the rebound because Andre Washington did a good job of just sitting down, if you will, on the legs of Taco Fall.
White with a deep 3, his first bucket. Missed his first 2 from deep.
Well, that's the guy who's got to get hot for East Carolina.
His school record 110th start, and it leads to a timeout UCF. Caleb White with 1,480 points in 4 years. Good one for you in this conference tomorrow. American Athletic Basketball at 4 Eastern on ESPN. A hot UConn team, and boy, haven't we heard that before this time of the year. A Husky group playing confident basketball heads to Philly to take on Temple. Streaming live on the ESPN app, and watch ESPN as well. And oh, by the way, the American Conference Tournament this year is in Hartford. So it's in AAC led by SMU in Cincinnati. They are right now 5 and 6 seeds. Joe Lunardi's bracketology. If there's a third team in the American, it may have to be
from a conference champion, and you never want to sleep on UConn this time of year, particularly with some home games in the conference tournament.
I'll give you another team not to sleep on. Very dangerous team, the Houston Cougars. Top 2 leading scorers in the conference.
They got a big one tonight on ESPN2. Right after our game, they host SMU. Win there goes a long way toward potential at-large conversation.
Calvin Sampson has done an amazing job. The rebuild he's done at Houston. Damian Dotson and Rob Gray, 39 points between them.
Fall up over Washington. Rebound for Elijah Hughes.
See when Taco Fall shoots that at 7'6", that jump hook, he's shooting it down. Most guys have to shoot it up first. Great improvement he's made under Johnny Dawkins. And his body's changed. That's been the key.
He lost some weight only to put it back on as muscle. Redistribute his body weight. Hughes from the corner, no. That would have given East Carolina the lead.
So I need to see Johnny Dawkins after this game to redistribute my body weight, lose some weight, and tighten up.
Taylor with 5. Davis, no on the deep 3, and Williams did not get it up in time, even though he hit the shot in the corner. Highest degree of difficulty trigger in the half came from Williams right there, but it does not count. And UCF's lead is a couple of points heading to the break. So good matchup between 7'1" Andre Washington and 7'6" Taco Fall early. Taco and the Knights up 2 in North Carolina.